Work it, make it, do it. Makes us harder, better, faster, stronger.
That don't kill me, can only make us stronger.
Okay, so here's a 15-minute core workout. What you're going to do is set a timer for 15 minutes. Your job here is to get through this circuit as many times as you possibly can in 15 minutes. We're doing 5 repetitions per exercise, or 5 repetitions per side if we're alternating arms or etc. So we have 4 exercises. The first exercise, we're going to utilize a kettlebell or a dumbbell. If you're using a kettlebell, ladies, nothing less than 8 kilos or 15 pounds, and nothing more than 16 kilos, which is about 32 and a half. Okay, so something in there. If you're using kettlebells, 8, 12, or 16 kilos. If you're using a dumbbell, anywhere from 10, 15, 20, or 25 pounds. Guys, nothing less than a 16 kilo. Try and go 20, 24, or 28. Okay, so what we have here is 5 repetitions of a slow sit-up. So we have the kettlebell in a catcher's position. Knees are bent, heels are dug into the floor. We're going to lay back. We're going to tap that kettlebell down, reach back, tap it down. We're going to pull it over, drive our back into the floor, sit up behind it. All right? We're not using momentum here. Tap it down, pull it over, and sit up. So we have 5 repetitions. As soon as you're done 5, clear your workspace. We're going to flip onto our side. We have a side plank with repetitions. Okay? So we're on our side. 2 ways we can have our feet. We can have our feet stacked, or we can have our feet with our top foot in front. Top foot in front is an easier way to do it, easier modification. This is slightly more challenging. Okay? Shoulder directly on top of the elbow. We're going to bring ourselves up into a side plank position. Either hand on the hip or hand over head. We're going to drop our hips and drive it up as high as we can. Drop and drive. So we got 5 repetitions per side. So we'll switch sides, another 5 repetitions. Next thing we have is a plank with alternating knees. So we're going to be in a plank position. Alright, hands are shoulder width, feet are shoulder width. What we're going to do is we're going to take our opposite knee and we're going to drive it in towards the opposite underarm. Extend it back. Okay, drive the opposite knee in and extend it out. So we have 5 of these per side, 10 in total. Alright, and last but not least is a Turkish get-up, sit-up. Basically just a Turkish sit-up. So all we're going to do here is we're going to be laying back. Very, very important that if I'm using my, say, we'll go left hand. If I'm using my left hand, actually we'll switch to right. So if I'm using my right hand, my right foot is planted on the floor. I'm going to make a fist. Very important, my fist always goes towards the ceiling. I'm going to show you a couple steps. So right hand up towards the ceiling. Right leg planted on the floor off to the side. Left leg is fully extended and my left hand is flat on the floor. What we're going to do here, step number 1, we're going to rock to the shoulder. So we're using that leg to rock ourselves to our shoulder here. Step number 2, I'm going to drive up to my elbow. Always reaching for the ceiling with my top hand here. Step number 3, we're going to slide up to our hand to the upright seated position. Okay, that's our sit-up, Turkish sit-up. What we're going to do is we're going to work our way back down. We're going to slide back out, back down, flatten it out. Okay, so step 1, shoulder. 2, elbow. 3, slide up to that hand to a full sit-up position. We have 5 of those per side. Okay, so that's your 15-minute core workout. 5 reps per side, 5 repetitions in total. Get as many rounds as you possibly can in 15 minutes.
Did you realize that you were a champion in their eyes? Yes, I did. So I packed it up and brought it back to the crib.